Hello there and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with a quick video on Highway Zealot 40 metal bases. This is basically for lower levels. These are pretty easy, and I tried to figure out a way to do them with 0 damage, but you can do it with about a minute damage, and it's not too bad. The easiest way to do it is there's one tower that's going to give you a hit, and after that, that's pretty much it. I haven't figured out a way to get around taking a hit from the tower, although I'm showing 2 different methods here. The first thing you want to do is take care of these billy goats. The billy goats are like the rocket launcher, sort of like the nightmares, but they're the kick-side version of the nightmares. And then I come in, this is the easiest method. You're pretty much going to clear this base with only the Jaggernaut after you take care of the billy goats. And you might take a hit here, but these guys, don't worry, they really won't do too much damage to a Jaggernaut. Don't forget to clear the railgun there. Here's where you're going to take your hit. And I don't know exactly what's in that tower, but it's really not too damaging. So after that, I'm going to clear these couple of turrets here. I'm going over to the 7th block over. If you go past the 7th block, you'll take a hit from that secondary tower. And then I'm going to come over a little bit closer and get rid of that warhorse type unit. I want to clear these anti-air infantry guys because they'll just cause me to shoot when I don't want to shoot. So I just cleared them out, and then I'm going to come back here and clear out that buggy. Now, if you come over to the next furthest block, you can get that other billy goat. It's not necessary though. You can just go back over and do the other side. Leave that billy goat there, and you can clear the billy goat with either a Jericho or a Dina. A Dina will take out the CC, and you wouldn't even have to take out the billy goat. But just, you could save that for the very end. I didn't save it for the end, so on my other method I will show you how to do this. I prefer to do the 90s because these are only 2,000 points, and you really have to do a lot of them. But if you can't do the 90s, these are real easy. You do them in one hit. It takes like 5 minutes. And so in the amount of time that it would take you to do a 90, if you were struggling with a 90, you could probably do 7 or 8 of these things, and it would be, pretty much equal to doing a 90. Sometimes I can do the 90s in about 15 minutes, so I can only do about 3 of these in 15 minutes, so it's more bang for the buck to do the 90s for me. But I hadn't even looked at these 40s, and I just was curious as to see how difficult they were, and so when I saw how easy they were, I thought I'd put a video out so that some of the lower levels could see that. So this is right around a minute damage on my Jaggernaut from that tower. Like I said, it's not too big. I've taken a couple of hits from a few other things in my practice of doing this, and there's really nothing in the Highway Zealot 40 that's going to do too much damage to your Jaggernaut. Even if you have a lower level Jaggernaut and you take a couple of hits from from things because you don't have the range, it's not very damaging. The only thing you really want to stay away from is the those warhorse type units. Those would be the only thing that would really cause you any damage, or the railgun. Make sure you don't get hit by the railgun. And so I'm showing a secondary method here. If you don't have the range, you're probably going to need to use elite riflemen to protect you from, say, things like the railgun. So here's that method. And so I throw some elite riflemen in there. For most of you, you're going to have the range on here. You're not going to really need this. These billy goats, they could cause damage to your Jaggernaut too. So make sure that you use a hellhound type vehicle to get rid of the billy goats if you don't have the Jericho. I'm staying back here because I don't want the any units to splash me, because if my elite rifleman gets splashed, then I get splashed as well. So if that rail was too close for you, you could use the elite rifleman. You can also avoid the tower by coming slightly over here and getting rid of these if you were too close, and then you're probably just going to have to take a hit from the tower. But you can maybe block yourself with the elite rifleman from the tower. But like I said, the tower doesn't really have anything of any significance in there. So at this point, most of you should have the range to be able to clear out everything else, including the warhorses. The warhorses, they I don't know what they're called. They're not really warhorses. They're a warhorse type unit. Kick-size version of it. And see, again here I took out those two anti-air guys because if you're back here and you shoot at them, you could cause something else to come out after you, and you might not want that. So here I'm just going to leave that billy goat. I want to show you the other way to get that billy goat. Just leave it, come in and do this other side. You can clear these sides with 3 hits, one in the front just like on the other side. And you come back 2 blocks and you should be able to take the other thing out, but I come all the way back to the last block, and then I'll come in here to the center of this section to get those last 2. And you can bring a Hellhound or a Jericho in to take out that floater, and then again hit the far block here, and that far block should kill that buggy. Now I'm just going to come in with my Dina. Now you see my Dina has the Zombifier on it, so that Billy Goat started to attack my zombies and left my Dina alone. But if you don't have the Zombifier, it's not necessary. You just come in and you just kill the CC. Don't worry about hitting the Billy Goat. I hit the Billy Goat and the splash killed that CC, so you don't even have to kill that Billy Goat. But that's the 2 ways, and I hope this was helpful. I did it on slow speed so that you know, my actions aren't too fast, and I added the voice here. So good luck, guys. I hope this was helpful. Now in this case, you know, even though I had the protection of the elite rifleman, I took about 2 minutes damage, so it's really not that helpful. That's why I put this second way at the end, because probably the best way to do these is just to go for it and take a couple of hits on your Jaggernaut. And these are especially helpful if you only need a couple thousand points and you're real close to getting something. You just need a couple thousand points. So good luck, guys.